Hello everybody, Joe here and welcome to the channel. So today's video, we've got a 10-minute AMRAP, as many rounds as possible, that stands for. So we have kind of a 2 exercise blend. It's like a compound movement. We're going to do 1 Navy SEAL and then 3 kettlebell swings. So see here, go down, 1, 2, your 3 push-ups, come up, and then 3 kettlebell swings. So 1, 2, and 3. So again, we're going to do as many rounds as we can, as many reps of that as possible. This is a fantastic workout. Doing the front of your core and then doing the reverse of your core, the back side of your body, all basically within a few seconds is amazing. You'll notice that exercises like these, especially using these kettlebells, I'm not exactly sure how much these kettlebells weigh. I think they're about 25 pounds each. Which is more than enough. Don't think you have to get 60, 70 pound kettlebells or anything like that at all. But 25 pounds each, put them on either side and do these types of workouts. So again, fantastic. This is working your entire body. The Navy SEAL is probably arguably one of the best burpee variation that you can do. The Navy SEAL and the bodybuilder. Both of them are absolutely fantastic, and when you're adding that, after that you're adding the kettlebell swings. It does the whole reverse of your body. Your low back, your mid back. You're holding your shoulders back when you're doing them, so you're working the whole back of the top portion of your backside as well, and just a fantastic workout. So you do as many rounds as you possibly can of these things. I'm not exactly sure how many I do. I kind of lost track, but that is okay. Let's say you're counting and you're doing maybe 25 or 30 or so the first time. The second time you do this, you're just going to try and get maybe a couple sets more, whether it's 1 set, 2 sets, whatever. But hold yourself accountable, and it's great. Great doing these. Just kind of you do exercises like this. You do them every, let's say, a couple months or something, and you just see if you can get in maybe 1 more rep or 1 more exercise, and that way you can see if you're improving or if you're getting worse or if you're staying the same. Ideally, we want to be at least staying at the same level of fitness. I realize that during holiday time, if you're going on vacation and all that stuff, it's sometimes hard to keep up your fitness, especially when people like to go to actual gyms and they've got all kinds of equipment and all that stuff. It's very easy to say, well, I didn't have a gym and all that stuff. Well, these kinds of workouts just show you that you really don't need much equipment at all. Most of my workouts don't require any equipment. However, with these ones, if you've got a kettlebell or 2 laying around, these are just fantastic workouts in general to do. So, and again, doing these with the 2 kettlebells, wow, you'll experience a bit of pain. Again, these aren't super heavy, but doing these kind of compound movement, you're gonna get quick. You're gonna get tired extremely fast. So I start off a little fast. I'm doing a pretty good pace, but come around the 5-6 minute mark, I'm probably going to start to slow down a little bit. So, and as you can see, the struggle on my face. So far, I really haven't taken any breaks. There you go. Kind of, sort of my first one, not really. But yeah, you're trying not to take any breaks. However, you do exercises like these for 5-10 minutes at a time, and you'll start to see how hard they really are. Sometimes, I used to watch people's workouts. I used to watch the old Insanity ones sometimes. A friend of mine was showing me, and you just watch, 10-second clips here and there, and you're looking at the exercise and you're like, oh, this is not too hard. However, when you're doing them, it's a different story. It's a totally different story. So get off your couch, stop watching these videos, and just actually do them. Follow along with them. If you can't do as many, let's say you don't want to do the push-up portion of the Navy SEALs, you're kind of new to the whole burpees regime, just do a mountain climber. Just totally omit the push-up. Do the mountain climber. When you come up, maybe 3 kettlebell swings is too much for you. Just do 1 or 2. Or If 25 or 35 pound kettlebells are too much for you, get 5 or 10 pound kettlebells. Just reduce the weight. I'm always kind of a little bit siding on the less is more sometimes. You get to keep your form a little bit better, and you're also preventing injuries. At the end of the day, pressing an extra 5 or 10 pounds at the risk of having some back problems or some shoulder problems or whatnot it's more important. Longevity. I've been training for longevity the last few years, and I have found that my joints are better. I don't have the pains that I did even 10 years ago, 5 years ago. So I feel pretty great, especially at my age. As we get older, we generally get worse. As we age, we get more sore, but I feel like sometimes I'm actually getting better with age, like a fine scotch or cheese. So we are getting there. We're over the halfway point. There we go. Gonna need to start taking little breaks here and then. You see the pain and agony in my body? That is a certain thing. And you'll see these. You'll start these. You'll do the first couple minutes and you'd be like, oh, this isn't so bad. But then when you get 6-7 minutes in, you're like, oh my God, this is just straight up pain. So that's all right. Slow down your pace, push through, and we'll make it to the end. It's just 10 minutes. You can do anything for 10 minutes, right? If you're always looking for things to do, you don't want to make a big complex workout. You can take workouts like these. You could do 10-minute AMRAPs, and you can take 2 or 3 different movements. You do those, 2 reps each, 3 reps each, 1 rep each, and go through them. And then every time you do the cycle, just record it down. Okay, that's 1. Okay, that's 2. Depending on how many exercises you put in those movements. Maybe you're only going to do 6 or 7 sets. Maybe you're going to do, 30 or 40 sets. So think of the exercises, whether it's kettlebell swings, squats, lunges, push-ups, burpees, Navy SEALs, leg raises, whatever you want. Think of something. Just pick 2 simple movements, maybe 1 burpee and 1 squat, and see how many times you can do that in a period of 5 or 10 minutes. That way you don't have to worry about going to the gym. You don't have to drive there, drive home, all that fun stuff. Just do it in the comfort of your own home. Definitely starting to work up a bit of a sweat here. But that's all right, we're getting there. The finish line is in sight. Keep pushing her through. And after the timer goes off, I'm just going to finish off that set. Wham, bam. Thank you, ma'am. So, pretty close, getting there. The struggle and the pain is real. Final sets. And there we go. So embrace the suck. I hope you enjoyed this. Again, feel free to get 2 exercises of your own. Simple movements, squats, push-ups, burpees. If you got a kettlebell or 1 or 2, 2 kettlebells is kind of a little bit of a different dynamic, but it's equally as great. So feel free to like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification button, all that good stuff, and it will alert you to when I post new content. Until the next time, have yourself a great day. Don't forget to stretch, and bye for now.